Hello, everybody. We're back with another episode of Cow Chops. We have a special surprise for you. We have managed to get a phone to Mexico from where Jeff is making a actual line, right? Jesse, how you doing? Also, Jesse's here.
Yeah, what? Hi.
Jesse's here on the line. Jeff, are you there? Can you hear us, Jeff?
Yeah. Tacos. I don't want a taco. I'm busy.
Whoa, Jeff is like all with the reggaeton shit over there. Jeff, how you doing?
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, like I mentioned before, Jeff didn't get fired. He was probably have some immigration problems. We don't know. Like, we had to get the whitest guy in the group here, Jesse, to bail him out, right?
That's right. A lot of money.
You know, I only had a couple burning crosses on my yard. Other than that, it was fine.
You do live in one of those quote unquote old states, right?
Bro, like, not even joking, like, when I first moved to Georgia, there was literally a burning cross. We actually legitimately saw a burning cross.
That was like, what, like, in your front yard?
Well, not in our front yard, but it was as we were driving around, and we're just like, okay, we're staying out of this neighborhood.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
That's
like, not even joking. Yeah.
That's dense, dude. But
don't bullshit. That's the South for you, man.
Yeah, that's the South for you. Anyways, so, don't get me started. I would love to learn how to play dual banjos for that shit. Or like the fucking devil went out of Georgia. You know? If you get me a fiddle and some lessons, I'm fucking making moonshine for you guys.
There's a heavy metal version, which I would be more than happy to send you.
What, the Guitar Hero one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to learn how to play. Oh, I forgot. I knew how to play that. Anyways,
back on topic.
Yeah, so getting back to the track of this episode, we're the week of March. This is March 7th to March 13 or 10?
10.
The 7th through the 13th.
Jesse, you're ruining the fourth dimension of time travel here.
Well, hey, I'm not going back to the 24th like I did last week, okay?
You're not going back to the 24th, but you keep coming back to my nuts, bitch!
And we're off to a fantastic start, folks.
Yeah, anyways, so yeah, going back to this fucking podcast of video games you guys probably don't listen to, but you probably on average is 8 minutes? Jesse, you want to start up with like the fucking releases and all that stuff? Or any topics you want to bring up about?
War Thunder. I don't know if anyone's into War Thunder besides me in this podcast, but War Thunder's getting an update soon. It's 1.7.
It's called 1. Jesse?
No.
Okay.
But they're adding a whole bunch of new tanks and planes to the game.
And yeah. What tanks?
Well, they're adding a new Tiger 2 tank. That has a diesel engine and not using petrol, so it might move faster, hopefully, because that's what I plan on using.
Also, it's more economical.
Yes.
Yeah, taking care of the environment while you do war.
Exactly.
Because you gotta be green when you're riding the tank, you know.
Well, tanks are green though. You see? There you go. Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, actually, it is green.
Yeah.
The camouflage is green.
Yeah, exactly. So special segue to what you're watching on the screen right now. Jeff might not know, but me and Jesse bought a game called Panzer Models, which is, get ready, Jeff, and everyone in the audience, it's a tank dating simulator.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I knew there was a Tory boyfriend, which is a pigeon dating sim.
No.
So this is pushing it to it.
No, it's a tank dating simulator where you can date a Panzer JV, a T-34, the T-34, right? Am I right?
Yeah, T-34, a Tiger 1, the Sherman, the M4 Sherman.
The M4, right.
They had an IS-2 that's like a stalker. Yeah.
Oh,
it's a bit out there. Too much cliche going on in that thing.
Well, anyways, you just feast your eyes with this game, probably full of blur due to the maybe I'm not so sure. I haven't played it yet. I have to record the gameplay for it, so beware.
I say, like, yeah, what are you gonna censor? Tank on tank action, like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Give
they
me that hot barrel.
Dude, maybe they do like cannon like docking thing. I don't know. Don't look at docking on Urban Dictionary, guys. You're gonna be fucking disturbed.
Close your eyes when they're trying to load a shell in, okay?
It's like, yeah, put your barrel in my exhaust port.
Yeah, wasn't there something like that? It's like my fan skirt is like hard or something like that, Jesse?
Yeah, something like that. No, it was like an armored skirt or something.
Anyways, getting back to the track. So that covers up basically War Thunder, right?
Yeah.
What else do you have?
I got Division. But what's been going on with the Division?
Oh my god.
Multiplayer aspect.
Yeah. Division and their fucking broken ass games in Ubi or Ubisoft, right?
Yeah. People are trolling in like central hubs because only one person can go through a door. So a troll just stands in the middle of the doorway. People can't get by. They literally can't get by a single doorway because some guy's blocking it.
Jesus Christ, man. Has anyone in here gotten the Division?
I have not. I was thinking about getting it.
Me too. I was thinking about getting it for the PC so we could play it, but I don't know. I kind of don't want to install Uplay shit and all this stuff. I'm like, not another program, you know?
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Destiny a little bit.
A little bit.
If you guys played it at all.
Yeah. So, question to the audience here. Has anyone at least listened to this? Has anyone gotten the Division or has come across a problem? Jesse's saying, like, getting stuck by some douchebag over there blocking the entrance? Because that's in the safe zone, right?
Yeah, and there's also another thing is you have to activate missions out by using a laptop. But the thing is, you have to wait for the person to activate it. So there's like a line of like 15 other guys behind you.
Okay. Oh shit.
So the game is waiting in line simulator.
Yeah, it's a waiting, pretty much like a DMV. You're waiting at the DMV.
Wait, the Division? Maybe it should be called the DMV, just like New York City Public Department Vehicle Simulator shit. Because you can't drive cars in that game, right?
I don't think you can. Yeah.
Then never mind. I take everything back. It fucking sucks then. Oh my god. Anyways, so I'm sorry if you bought the game. If you're listening to this, guys, I'm probably gonna buy it just to fuck around. But oh shit, it just doesn't seem to stop for Ubisoft, right? I mean, like I just saw a screenshot of like a guy on, I think it was 9gag. He was saying it's happening again. It was just like hair and eyes.
Oh yeah, the visual glitch of the face disappearing, and just leaving just the eyes and just leaving the eyes and the teeth. That's creepy as frick.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, right?
Yes, it is.
All right,
oh my goodness.
Moving on from the Division, what else do we have?
Was it the Pokemon?
Oh yeah, Pokken. I think it's called
Pokken tournament or something.
Yeah, Pokken tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually got an announced date. It comes out on the 18th, at least here in Chile. I don't know in the U.S., but it's coming out like within a week or 2 weeks, which is fucking insane because that game was like in development forever, right?
Yes, it was.
No.
It looks neat though. I admit some of the screenshots I've seen just kind of make me realize how much of the Pokemon universe would be awkward. Because, like, there's one that shows, like, like, I think it's, like, Chandelure versus Blaziken, like, in the middle of the street. And, you can't help but realize that the people stuck in the road would be like, alright, great, I'm stuck in traffic because a chicken and a chandelier are fighting in the road.
A fucking chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, man, I thought traffic sucked here. I'd be fucking annoyed if, like, alright, there's a chicken and a chandelier in the fucking road fighting. Like, really? Like fucking just honking my horn. Can we fucking like move this, please?
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, it's made by the people that do tech. So, I'm guessing the mechanics for the game are gonna be great regardless. It's just gonna be fucking weird seeing Pokemon actually hit each other this time, and not faint, quote unquote. Oh,
I mean, I'm sure it's still going to be considered fainting, and I'm going to just straight up murder your opponent. It's not going to be like Mortal Kombat. There's not going to be finishers.
Really?
No, they actually do have finishers.
Really?
No way they do.
Yeah. They have finishers.
Wait,
but it's not like Mortal Kombat style. Blaziken's not gonna burn somebody to cinders.
No. Wait. That'd be cool. Like freaking Charizard, like flamethrower.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna be like fucking a hydro pump, and he's gonna stick the barrel down his throat, and he's gonna explode from water. Or something.
Hey Jeff, what'd you say? It's not gonna be like what?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah!
I saw that coming. Swear to God.
All right, that's enough.
All right. Yeah.
Anyways,
you don't want to get this flagged or anything like that.
Oh, your mom got flagged, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go back to the topic, I guess. So, one of the things we've actually saw during the week was the Far Cry Primal. Yes, Primal, right?
Yes.
Because the reason I doubted myself, because I was in the mall the other day, and then, I live in a Spanish-speaking country, right? And this guy that didn't speak English said, "I want to buy Far Cry Criminal." I was like, Far Cry. I was like eavesdropping, right? He's like, Far Cry Criminal. I was like, wait, there's another game?
Yeah,
I was
like, new Far Cry?
and then he just like, and then the clerk was like, oh, you mean Primal? And he's like, yeah, Criminal. I was like, dude, he just fucking mentioned the game to you. Just repeat it. All you gotta do is repeat the name. But he didn't. But he bought it. So, segue to that. Far Cry Primal. I don't know if you saw this, Jeff, but I think Jesse knows. Someone discovered, I think it was on Reddit, or 4chan, one of those sites. Someone discovered it's the same exact map from Far Cry 4, Create or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that it's exact. It's not that it's the same exact map. It's supposed to be a recreation of that map from earlier years. So yeah, like the lakes are in similar places, but the lake is smaller because it's gotten bigger over time, or this mountain has been eroded down, so it's smaller, and yeah. But yeah, it's supposed to be basically an homage to that one, but just from a past time.
Homage or lazy?
It's not lazy because it's not like cut and pasted. It has been modified.
I mean, if you ask me, it seems lazy, dude, because you're taking a map that already existed and change a little thing. You didn't create it from scratch.
Yeah.
I mean, we're entering that territory again that I said it was like, what's a Easter egg or what's a homage and all that stuff for creators and all that stuff. I get where you're coming from with like, hey, look, it's the same map where you play part 4, but this is previously, kind of like thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't add up because one of the creators said that it was supposed to take place near Ukraine. In Korea isn't like Tibet.
Yeah. I mean, yes, and sense like that, yeah, that's just sheer laziness.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, and it'd be one thing if they would have said like, yes, this is the same area in a previous time, then it was a purposeful decision to do so. But yeah, this was just like, we've basically got the map set up. We just got to change a few things to make it different. And in this case, yeah, it was essentially a lazy choice. But I mean, it's kind of neat in that they changed a few things. Again, if it was purposeful, it would be awesome. Since they did it just out of laziness, yeah, it's kind of
Since someone else found out, it seems kind of like publicly it doesn't look really that good to them, right? I mean, I do that shit with every thumbnail. I used to come with like the same template. Sorry, I just had a beer. But I don't know. What do you think, Jesse?
Yeah, I think it's just laziness. I'm sorry, but move in a lake, drain in a lake, moving a tree here or there, but keeping the same layout. I'm sorry.
It's like, remember those guys that made that controversy for Shadow of? This is gonna be really tough for me to say. Shadow of Mordor. When someone was saying that some of the code was actually in the game for Assassin's Creed, because one of the engineers for the game from Assassin's Creed moved to WB and made that game. So, and the guy was like, no, it was a homage. But I was like, but it's in the code. No one jumps into the code,
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's weird. I'm curious to see what everyone else in the audience thinks. Like, like people bought it. Like, has anyone here played Part 4 in Primal, or if you played it in the audience, does it look different? Like, can you tell the difference by playing it other than just looking at the map? Because that makes a difference. If you can't tell while playing the game, then also I believe it should be fine, right?
Yeah, if they made enough distinction between the two that it doesn't look the same while you're playing it, then yeah, then that's fine. But yeah, if it's still like, oh, well, I already know where I'm going because I remember all this, then yeah, that would just be lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You agree, Jesse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too, right? So, alright, next topic, and actually the topic of this fucking whole podcast is
AAA versus
indie games. So, hold on, I gotta do it again. You guys wanna do a better intro? No? Nobody?
Nah, we're fine.
Okay, so
we're gonna keep your
I'm gonna do it again. Triple game. Oh shit! Fuck! Damn it!
Triple game. Yes,
Triple game.
Yes,
I was gonna say
you
triple
are.
games, Jeff. Fuck you. Anyways, hold on. Let's go back. AAA games versus indie. There we go. That's it. That's all I got. Jeff, you fill in. I don't know. What your opinion?
I mean, it really depends, cause there've been a few indie games.
Oh, sorry. I was thought. I'm just kidding.
There have been a few indie games that are actually way better than many AAA games. I mean,
such as like we want facts in here, Jeff. We do gaming journalism.
Yeah, sure we do.
Go ahead.
Alright, like, well, one of the ones that I was obsessed with for a while was FTL, Faster Than Light.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a simple game, but I mean, the replayability was great, and like, it was, like, it didn't tell too much of a story, but it kept you enough in that you wanted to see it through to the end. And then plus, like, it had really high replayability. You know, even though graphics are obviously pretty basic, it's just a 2D, you know, kind of point and click kind of thing. But it's still, like, it's held my attention more than, like, fucking BioShock Infinite did. Like, after BioShock Infinite, after I played it once, I was just like, okay, I'm done with this shit.
Actually, I probably have more attention than any BioShock game for me. I haven't played FTL because, again, I seem to always find an unpopular opinion. I will always get confused for some reason FTL with Superhot, because Superhot came out, like, the trailer, like, a while ago, right? But it just came out.
Actually, yeah, it just fully released, like, a little while ago.
So I thought Superhot was FTL. Because that was like faster than light. Yeah, and that makes sense, right? Because the guy's moving like every time you move it. I thought that was the game. I was like, and every time I saw it on sale, it was like FTL faster than light. Oh shit, that's the fucking game I wanted to play. And I would go buy it, and then I would see it was like the fucking spaceship game. I was like, no, this is not the game. So I would just like get pissed off and leave.
I mean, like, I believe I actually got it out of a Humble Bundle. Which, if you guys haven't done, I mean, Humble Bundle's fucking amazing. That's like where I get 90% of my games.
Yeah.
But like I mean, and like I don't regret it in the slightest. It took a little bit to get used to it, to like learn what does what. But once you figure out, like, you know, basically what works well, it's just a fun game that I can replay over and over and over.
Yeah, this podcast is not sponsored by Humble Bundle, though.
No, it's not. But if you want to,
but yeah, we highly recommend it. And we would love to get sponsored, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
if they're
Humble
listening,
Bundle.
yeah.
I mean, if for some reason one of the people that know us that listens to this shit is related to Humble Bundle, please
get
us
has a link to there.
I mean, the game is $9.99. You can also get the Star Wars. I'll do fucking free promotions. I suck your dick, Humble Bundle. Please, like, so fucking
You want
do
these
something.
cheeseburgers? I'll suck your dick, man.
Suck your dick, man. Just give us a sponsorship. Anyways, that was all Jesse though. I mean.
Another indie game, great game, Guacamelee.
Guacamelee? You like Guacamelee? What would you define Guacamelee as an indie game?
I'd say it's not AAA. It's not by one of the big devs.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, basically anything that's not by one of the big devs that didn't have, you know, the multi-billion-dollar fucking game budget, I think would qualify as technically as indie at this point.
Hold on, let's do. this is where that's why I wanted this to like be a discussion. What defines a AAA title and what defines an indie game? I think it's pretty easy to what an indie game is, but what defines a AAA title like for you guys?
I mean, to me, it's basically the budget.
Yeah.
Like how much money did they pump into the game?
Okay. Like what what's the what kind of numbers are we talking about?
I mean, I know there's some indie games that when they did like Kickstarter, they wound up getting like earning a bunch of fucking money. Like I'm talking like millions of dollars. Like was it like Mighty Number 9?
Yep.
I know that one earned like a ridiculous amount of money.
The Igarashi game, what's it called? Crystal something blood, cursed blood, something like the Castlevania game he's making.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, like that's another one. Like
Shenmue 3.
The Shenmue game, yeah. Those were all like, I mean, those were all games that I would still consider indie, even though they got a ridiculous amount of budget.
Okay.
I mean, mainly because the developers of those games, they're making the games for the love of it. They're not doing it as, okay, it's time to make another sequel.
Well, I think nobody makes games for the love of it. As much as they want to say that in the Kickstarter and all that shit, it's still a business. I mean, we love making videos on this channel, but we would love to get money out of it, you know? So.
And that's true. Like everything that's being sold is strictly for business sake. There's no denying that.
Yep.
But at the end, part of what's motivating them is also just their love of the game itself.
True.
Like that is also a motivating factor.
But for example, let me
for that.
Yeah.
Kojima.
Well, Kojima is very
when he started his own studio.
Not only that, well, Kojima, I mean, that's a very interesting point because Kojima games are very artful, very love for the game, and they were still pretty AAA.
Yeah, but he put in his time into making those games.
So yeah, I mean,
but like it's to say that there are exceptions to everything. There are AAA games that are made for the love of it, while there are indie games that are literally a cash grab.
Yes, that's also true. I mean, Call of Duty's a cash grab, Assassin's Creed's a cash grab. Your mom's a cash. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not a game. Or is it?
Are you calling my mom a gold digger?
I'm not saying your mom. It could be anyone's. Anybody listening, it could be their mom. I don't know. I automatically got a dislike on this video. Probably. That is if they got far enough to listen to this point.
Yeah. But anyways, I mean, even going along with that, I mean, there are other, AAA games that were made for the love of it, like the Witcher series, that entire series. Project Red, those guys apparently just did this for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And they've developed a huge cult fan following because of it. Because it shows that they made this game. Yeah, they made decent sales out of it, but they made it because they liked what they did.
Well, you see,
Yu Suzuki's doing the same thing for Shenmue 3.
Yeah. Well, Yu Suzuki used to make games for the love of making video games back when it was still before Sega Genesis and stuff. I mean, we're talking about Outrun, Kid Icarus. No, not Kid Icarus. That's Nintendo.
Space Harrier.
No, wait. It was Space Harrier. It was Outrun.
Yeah.
And there was another one, Afterburner. Like
I think so.
Shenmue, all those fucking games. Basically every Sega game that you used to play back when you were a kid, if you were a kid back then, came from Yu Suzuki. Yu Suzuki used to be like the Miyamoto for basically
for Sega.
Sega. Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty sad seeing him leave Sega like that, just like Kojima leaving Konami. But fuck it, the companies were not seeing eye to eye with them. But I think if you ask me, it lies all within basically, it's kind of like a mixture of what Jeff said with the cash grab. But for example, Nintendo games don't this was brought up to me. This is information that was given to me by my friend who's a Nintendo lover. Basically, he's like, Nintendo doesn't spend that much money in development of games, but they're very polished and they're still very big, right? Like for example, a new Pokemon game's coming out, it fucking sells everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't even need to do a commercial; it just sells by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not a AAA game. It's not considered AAA. So that's when I started wondering. I was like, well, what's a AAA game then? Are we talking about Assassin's Creed, a AAA game? But Assassin's Creed is not really. It's just fucking another iteration of a game. It's basically like go seeing Sharknado 3. It's the same shit as before, just a new one. You know?
Yeah. And I mean, to the same degree, something like that can be said about Pokemon. I mean, let's be fair. Even if they add, another 50 Pokemon, it's still essentially the same game with just,
that is
different
very true.
background.
Because I started playing Pokemon after Diamond, and I was like, well, and I jokingly said, what's gonna be Pokemon Black next? Lo and behold, that game fucking came out,
Yeah. I mean, Pokemon, I would still consider that a AAA game. Even if they didn't spend as much as, they're claiming they didn't spend this over elaborate budget, it's still one of their titular games. It's one of the, like, when you think Nintendo, it's one of the games that you associate with their brand.
Yeah, I think what makes an indie game for me is a game that tries to be different from the rest, like of stuff that you haven't seen before. Basically, like we have simulators. Super Hot. Super Hot is completely different and original.
Yeah, I never seen anything like that.
But if you think about it, it's kind of like Braid, which is also an indie game, but in first person, so it makes it cooler, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we have Braid, which is also an indie game. Then we have Trine, which is also an indie game. We have
Fez, Limbo.
We have Fez, Limbo. We have fucking
Super Meat Boy.
The game you're watching right now, Panzer Models. The Tag Dating Simulator.
But then we also have games that start indie and cross to AAA.
Such as?
Things like Minecraft.
True, but then
really, you would call Minecraft still AAA right now?
Minecraft, the company sold for $2 billion. I think it's AAA by now.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, look at what Microsoft has tried to do with Minecraft since they've acquired it. I mean, Minecraft for Windows 10, Minecraft for phones. It exploded to like some ridiculous degree.
Also, it got a physical release. Indie games don't get that. Like a literal physical disc you can go buy.
Yeah, I mean that to me says it went beyond the indie. I mean, even just the spirit of it went beyond indie. The fact that you can buy skins for Minecraft. Basically, to me, it says it went beyond the spirit of an indie game, and it's now AAA.
So pretty much it just transitioned into AAA. It's not indie anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Also, one of the old school games that transitioned like that probably was Doom. Doom started as an indie game. It was shareware. Remember, you could get it for free, so you could share it.
Another one the same way. Counter-Strike. It started off originally as a person-created mod.
Well, Garrett, for that sense, it's Garry's Mod, Portal, all that stuff came out as an indie game.
Yeah, Garry's Mod, I'd say it's still technically indie. Like
you would
Garry's Mod, I would still say that's indie.
Okay.
I mean, granted, it's on the Steam store, but that's still kind of an indie game.
But it became part of Valve.
Well, it's not officially Valve, no.
But they, okay.
It's not officially Valve, no. It just uses all of their source files.
Okay. There's a lot of indie games. I personally like indie games better because I think I'm kind of tired of the same Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, even GTA. What's gonna be done in the next GTA? It's like we're like setting an expected market of what we want on AAA games, whereas in indie games it's like, well, we made this, and everyone's like, well, we like it or we don't like it, and that's it. It's not like, well, what's gonna be the next indie game?
Well, see, that's the thing. That's also a very good point. With indie games, pretty much the sky is the limit. Like they're welcome to try any random thing they want to do, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
They have
with the AAA game, exactly.
Why.
Exactly. With a AAA game, they can't make those risks because if they don't meet a certain amount, then the publisher gets pissed.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think if you ask me, indie games seem to be more in touch with what the gamers want. There's like, for some reason, like for example, like games like Hotline Miami, it's a 2D over the top, like over camera shooter. I would not see that game being made anywhere on a AAA studio.
Absolutely not.
You know, and
well, what about Shovel Knight? You guys play Shovel Knight at all?
Yeah, I have it. I love that fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's great, and I wouldn't see that game being made. You know how long it took them to make fucking actually, you brought a good point just because we were talking about Mega Man, right? Me and my friend, and we were saying Mega Man 9 and 10. Why did they have to be made 8-bit? You know, they could have made them Super Nintendo graphics.
They could have.
Yeah,
could have.
I would have loved to see like a fucking Mega Man 9 or 10 with the graphics from Mega Man 7 or Rockman or Bass. Holy shit, that would have been amazing, right? And they could have done it.
As long as it wasn't Mega Man 8. As long as it wasn't Mega Man 8.
Right.
They could have, I think. I mean, in that one, I think it was just completely a stylization choice. Like they just chose to make it that style.
It shows that the lack of connection between the fan base. They thought it was like, well, if we look at Mega Man, everyone seems to like the 8-bit. Yeah, because it has nice memories, but that doesn't mean you have to make the game look like that. You know, it basically Mega Man 8, 9, and 10 became like a recycle of sprites and like levels from previous Mega Mans, and that's it. And they just with a staple of 9 and 10 on it, you know?
Basically.
I mean, for that matter, like I even though I don't agree with the prices, I like what Square Enix does with their Final Fantasies. Like you can buy Final Fantasy 3, but it looks different. But you can, I mean, they did the all SNES graphics, but they also did a 3D graphic that looks like the Nintendo DS. You could do that if you want, but they at least they're trying to do something, you know.
To add to it, yeah.
Yeah, like you know, like kind of like I think my opinion is sometimes we remember games we really like when we were kids with really fond memories, but it might not necessarily live up to that, you know. So when you go back,
that's the goggles of nostalgia, unfortunately.
True.
We look at the games of our youth because back then, yeah, it was simple for us because this was just like, oh my god, this is amazing, because that was like at the time its height. So for us to look back now, we're just like, oh wow, that's what we were playing. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that happened to us playing fucking Duke Nukem, Jeff. Remember, we're like, yeah, we're gonna play Duke Nukem. That fucking game was amazing. And we're gonna do this shit, and then we start playing. And it was like, wow, this game is kind of really crappy, you know? We're just like, oh shit, the fucking game, the mechanics suck. You fucking seem like you're skating around the whole map, and for some reason,
you're running around at like 50 miles an hour, freaking. The enemies are literally just 2D sprites that just change direction depending on which one you're looking at. And they don't even change direction. Like, they're just staring at you no matter which direction you look at them from.
Yeah, and not only that, the fucking jetpack sucks.
Just because you don't know the
You're
buttons.
getting stuck.
No, the jetpack sucks. It was really bad. The mechanics are horrible in that game. Jetpack, I mean, why did it consider the jetpack? It sucks.
I think it's because you just got stuck.
No. Sir, we're talking about a 95 game. I'm pretty sure the jetpack sucks.
Sure.
Jeff, you want to get it cut off of the fucking get sent back to Mexico? I thought so. Anyways. But yeah.
But yeah, that's the goggles of nostalgia. It does that. Like, you look back at the older games they used to play. Like, I mean, and we do it all the time too. Although, like, all of our talk about, oh, you remember when we played Doom 3, and you know, because we were playing it together, we enjoyed it regardless. But I guarantee you, if we go back and play it now, we'd be like, oh my god, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, probably, right? I mean, like, it happens with games, it happens with movies, it might happen with music, too. I mean, like, sometimes, like, we talk about movies, like I've been talking to Jesse, and I'm like, man, I'm really obsessed with Tango and Cash. I haven't seen it yet, but if I see it, I'm gonna be like, probably the movie fucking sucked, you know?
Yeah. That happens to me with movies mostly than video games.
Really?
Actually, yeah. I'll go back to a movie, RoboCop. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this good movie, blah blah blah, and then certain things happen. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, certain things don't age that well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that affects a lot of games more now because the graphics seem to be more of a main factor than playability. Like before, like for example, Mario Brothers, right? everyone can still play that fucking game. And if I bet you, if I sell you that on the virtual console or on the NX or whatever new console Nintendo's gonna release, it's gonna sell a lot, and it's gonna be the same fucking Nintendo game, you know?
Yeah.
But then we have other games. I don't know, probably like Siphon Filter. That game was the shit when it came out. I don't see any more Siphon Filters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because probably it didn't age well, it didn't adapt. I don't know. I think we grow too fast for our own good to actually enjoy games now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my personal experience is BioShock. I didn't get to play BioShock. So you guys were playing BioShock like crazy. It was like, oh my god, like Rapture and no gods, no kings, only men, jerking off each other, right? And I was like, I can't afford that fucking game. And then, you know, when I finally played it, I was like, I don't like this game. I was like, it was too much hype, you know? So it kind of was a blessing.
That was the same way with me, man. Like, because I remember my ex and Greg were constantly talking about this game. And I tried it. I'm like, okay, what's so good about the game?
Yeah, right? I mean, obviously, yeah, the game fucking, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird. I think sometimes it's good to get away from the hype. Like I used to read a lot of reviews and all that stuff. I don't read reviews anymore. I mean, I think the best advice I can give everyone is just basically, if you see a game that you might think that it's gonna be for you or you might like it, go for it. Don't let other people tell you what you're gonna like. Like for example, I like Panzer Models. That game, probably the review is horrible, but I like it. I mean, you can see some tanks, hot action, you know, like shell to shell and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't know. So long as hold on, Jesse, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it.
All right.
So long as the tanks don't supreme each other.
You had to throw that in there. I think every episode has to have that.
If I don't do it, I'm gonna have to take a shot every video. But anyways, I just gotta add this. I'm gonna put you with a tank face now, Jeff. How about that?
All right. As long as it's a tiger tank, I'll be okay with it.
Okay. Can I make a tiger with a fucking cannon on its back?
Can you do that in real life? Because that'd be awesome.
That'd be fucking dangerous, Jeff.
Right there.
Fucking tiger with a gun in its back? No, thank you. Tigers are dangerous as it is.
With a cannon on its back, not just a gun. You gotta put a cannon on its back.
You gotta be a big fucking tiger. Well, tigers are pretty fucking big, anyways. But Jesus, man, it's like adding sharks with lasers. That's like, no, thank you. I don't want a shark with lasers. They're already dangerous as it is.
It's not sharks with lasers. It's sharks with effing laser beams attached to their head.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr.
No. You want to make it scary. You give the shark robot legs and let it walk on land.
You want to make something scary? You make a T-Rex and actually give him actual arms.
No, we just have ill-tempered mutant sea bass.
Chilean sea bass?
No, just sea bass.
Oh, because I was gonna say hi to Donaghy, our algebra teacher. No, wait, calculus teacher back in high school. He used to like Chilean sea bass. I'm pretty sure he listens to us like, you guys are fucking failures. You failed calculus. But
hey,
all right,
we didn't fail. We chose not to do it.
Well, you could say we're indie and not AAA. Oh, I gotta play.
You don't even get a generic drum roll for that.
No, I don't get generic. I can do it. I mean, this is recorded.
I'm sure there's a dum tish somewhere you have, but
no. Wait. I can do something better. I'm gonna repeat it so I can give myself this. You know?
Oh God.
I said what I said. Oh, wait, Jesse asked me what I said.
What'd you say?
I said we're indie and not AAA. Oh, you guys suck. You didn't. Oh shit! I pushed it again. You guys suck. You didn't even laugh. You just stayed. You probably went to get cookies or some shit.
No, I just face palmed.
You face bomb?
Yeah.
Okay. I just shook my head in disappointment.
And no, I cannot see you because you're down below.
I'm down below?
Yes, you're down below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah! Anyways, going back to our topic of AAA versus indie games, because if you haven't noticed, I try to bring the conversation back before you guys fucking get sidetracked. So I was talking. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, AAA to keep going on this, what are some of your favorite AAA or indie games?
My favorite? Games that keep going back to Gang Beast. I enjoy playing Gang Beast in multiplayer quite a lot. I enjoy Hotline Miami. Let's see. I'm looking at my game list to see how many. Because I have a lot of games. Indie games. Well, I have Fez. I like Fez. Oh shit! You kind of got me there.
What about you, Jesse?
Transistor, Broforce. That's my top 2 right now.
Yeah, Broforce. I mean, I enjoy Broforce. If it's for that,
I would hope
Broforce
would be in our top for all of us. Since
hey,
now.
Remember, 50 subscribers.
50
now. 50 subscribers.
What? You managed to say it with the same tone as
I know.
People are gonna start wondering that he actually exists. In reality, Jeff doesn't exist.
I have just an elaborate soundboard.
I have a soundboard. I'm typing keys with my feet right now to get Jeff talking.
Oh
yeah.
Boy. Jeff, what about you?
I mean, like I said, I really enjoy Guacamelee. I enjoy FTL. Binding of Isaac is another one that I actually really enjoyed.
Okay. Well, see, I tend to buy a lot of indie games from all sides, consoles and PC alike. Like I bought Shovel Knight for the Xbox. I have a Crimson something, the Panzer Dragoon thing, Crimson Dragon on the Xbox. I have Super Time Cops for the Xbox and stuff like that. I kind of enjoy those games on playing on a console, I guess, because it reminds me of like my childhood, I guess. You know?
I really want to play Axum Verge.
That game looks really cool.
Yeah, it's like a castle Metroidvania.
It reminds me of Alien a little bit.
I think it looks pretty kick-ass.
Yeah.
It's just I'm waiting for it to go on sale or something. And another game I want to get is Dex, because that looked pretty cool too.
I'm sorry, did you say Dix?
No, Dex. DEX.
Okay.
Yeah.
DED, dead.
He did.
Yeah. No, but I mean, games I want to play though for indie games I want to play. One of them was basically Party Hard.
I saw that. That looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool, right? Super hot, obviously.
Yeah. I'm actually upset that I didn't grab that while it was on special when it first released.
Yeah, me too, right? There's another game called Between Me and the Night I want to check out. That seems pretty damn cool. The Witness seems to be pretty damn awesome, from what I heard.
I heard it was kind of a snooze fest.
Probably because it's a lot of puzzle solving. Like.
Yeah.
I kind of like those things, you know. I like horror games, so there's a lot of horror indie games like Outlast. I bought Soma. I gotta play that. I'll hope to record that maybe. Soma, and I bought Layers of Fear, as well.
Oh, you know, it's also another good indie game that I actually have not gotten to play it, but I've seen several playthroughs of it. Was Undertale.
Yeah. My friend Celeste has that game. She loves it. She says it's really good.
I mean, in that one, again, it's simplistic graphics-wise, but the story was amazing. I mean, the multiple playthroughs, spoilers, the genocide or the pacifist run, then they're different, like completely different stories playing through them. So I mean, that was just awesome, and just all the tiny little details hidden throughout. The fact that when you're doing the genocide run, eventually you stop running into enemies. Like you literally have murdered everyone.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Like literally, like it tells you how many enemies are left in a certain area, and then like you'll get into a combat situation and it'll just say nobody showed up, or like nobody, you couldn't find anyone, like cause you just murdered everyone.
Is it kind of like Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns? Like if it's the last one, they're like uber hard or something like that?
No, it's not that they get harder, but just like you'll wind up killing everyone. Like the game legitimately makes you feel guilty for having murdered everything.
Yeah, what gets harder?
A dick.
How did you know?
Struggling only makes me harder.
This character's really tough. I just got a boner.
Oh God, let us not turn this into the boner cast. We don't need to turn this into weird.
Yeah, before I start bringing Sonic into the conversation. I do a pretty good Sonic, Jeff. Jesse can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll believe you on that one.
But anyways.
What about Triple A's?
Triple A's.
Your favorites here.
Triple A games I love. I love one of them that basically it went Triple A, which is Rocket League. I like that game a lot.
That's a great one. That's a good one. One that I actually just like out of boredom yesterday started playing over again. Half-Life 2.
True. Triple A for me, does it have to be new Triple A or old school Triple A?
I mean, as long as it was the Triple A of its day, then
I would say Metal Slug series, hands down. I love those games.
Okay.
I don't know if I consider Metal Slug.
When your console costs $1,000, that's already AAA, Jeff. And, I mean, those games were top of the line. You consider Metal Slug were what 95, and they looked like that before they can, So yeah, I mean, I would say that old school, new school. I would say, I would say Mass Effect. Mass Effect and Dragon Age Inquisition I enjoyed quite a lot.
Yeah, I was definitely a fan of both of those. Put in way too many hours in both of those.
Yeah, I like the Batman games that WB made.
I played the first two and I enjoyed them. The third one seemed a little way too much of the same.
That's the thing, though. I played the first one, skipped City, then played Origins, and I liked it. And then I got Arkham Knight, and I really liked it. I'm about to beat it. I like it because it seems like one of those games that like has all the fancy stuff I want. Whenever I had the need to have I need explosions, and I play that. At one point I enjoyed Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, but then I was like, this is fucking retarded after that,
Yeah, 2 was alright, but when they started introducing the fact that you could call in other assassins to do your work for you, I'm just like, wait a minute. That's kind of defeating the whole purpose. Wasn't the whole thing I'm supposed to go catch and kill them?
It got weird when it became spoilers actually. When they killed Desmond, and you had to basically somehow they still found assassins because now they found the genetic code of other people, basically, of everyone that goes to Abstergo. So it's like, nah, seems like you ran out of ideas, guys.
Yeah.
So I completely didn't care for part 3, 4, 5, Unity, whatever. I was like,
Brotherhood, all those.
Yeah, I don't. Fuck that, I don't give a shit. I don't even get two shits about that. So, but what about you, Jesse? AAA games you like?
Oh, old school Mega Man.
Yeah, because I can agree with that.
all Mega Man.
X being the top of my line.
You like X?
I like Mega Man X for me is like the Super Nintendo. Anything like X4 and beyond, it's just like what? Super Nintendo Mega Man X was good.
For me, is the top is like Super Nintendo Mega Man. Not Mega Man and X, but just for Super Nintendo. You know, like every Mega Man that came out for Super Nintendo, I like.
Yeah, I'm more Nintendo. I
like the old schools. I like them. It's just that I think there's a lot more value added to, like, for example, 7 or Mega Man, Rockman and Bass for that game.
Yeah.
Fucking frame rate for that game is amazing, and I can't understand how they managed to squeeze a game like that on a cartridge. You know?
Yeah.
It's amazing. But go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
Well, that's pretty much old school, but today,
it's tough. Like,
finding
games you love, like now, right?
Well, Mass Effect, yeah. I mean, Mass Effect was like, holy shit.
I know, right?
I don't know, man. Batman, I liked. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear, I would say so, yeah.
Battlefront, Battlefront 1 and 2, not EA's Battlefront.
I hear something.
Exactly.
I like the new Battlefront.
What do you hear? Oh, is that an AT-AT? No. Blaster fire? No.
It's
People
something.
dying constantly? No. I just hear something.
We lost a command post. Take it back. But I mean, I like the new Battlefront. I mean, but I'm gonna reserve my opinion on why I like it. But it's tough finding games like there seems to be you like more indie games now than AAA. You know.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because it's hitting that need, just like the need for like Kickstarter games. Like, I think it's really a positive solution against AAA games. Before it was like, well, we're doing this Call of Duty and you can buy it if you want or not, you know. But now it's like we want to make a game and then they fund it, you know. It gets funded by people that want to play it. So
exactly, and that's a great way of doing it because at the same time, you know what your audience is. Then you know exactly you get a very good idea of how many you're gonna sell when the people give you the money right off the bat.
Yeah. That for me was Shenmue 3, man. As soon as they announced it, I'm like, I'm putting money down on that.
Yep. I mean, it happened with that. The other one I just remember, Stained Blood. If you haven't heard of it, it's the Koji Igarashi, the guy that made Castlevania. He quit Konami and he started making his own studio and game, and he's making his own game that looks like Castlevania called Stained Blood. He got a Kickstarter. Within like 2 days, he got like the budget he was asking.
I still think Shenmue 3 was ridiculous. That one got friggin' funded in like 20 minutes.
True.
Yeah. I know, man.
Stained Blood, actually, Shenmue beat the record for that Stained Blood had. So imagine that. There's what other games came out of Kickstarter in indie games?
Mighty Number 9.
Yes, that also got funded really quick. I reserved that game actually. I really want to play it. and notice all the cool video game developers that we used to enjoy have left their company.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those companies, once they went, to huge AAA gaming, they're like, well, they're kind of destroying the whole spirit that I wanted. So now it's like they leave or they're stuck making games that they don't feel comfortable.
Well, not only that, it's just like you got a budget, you got to do this because we're going to do this and this and this. Like, for example, like Yu Suzuki left Sega because they told him you need to make a game. When he made Shenmue, the budget was fucking insane for the time. And he made that game. And then was like, well, you got to make another one, but cheaper. And he's like, no, I want to make the same budget and probably more. So he made Shenmue 2. And they were like, well, shit, you basically drove the company broke. So he's like, well, that's the price you pay for making those kind of games. Same thing happened with Keiji Inafune, like the guy that used to make Mega Mans.
Mega Man,
mm-hmm. Yeah. He made a deal with Microsoft to get 3 games for Capcom. He made 2. But he made 2 fucking good games, which are called Dead Rising and Lost Planet. You know, he made those 2 games. They're really amazing games. But
and
he used all the budget for that though.
And going off with Shenmue, Shenmue was just beyond for its time. Like, it was ridiculous. I'm talking hundreds of random NPCs that are fully voiced. Freaking accurate weather and day cycles. Freaking,
explore a whole freaking house.
Yeah, get a job.
Open
time.
Whole house.
Dynamic
try
weather.
A whole city.
Yeah.
Those whole explorable cities.
Dude, the game had the actual weather from that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you beat it, you
had the option of
for that year.
Yeah, that was fucking
forklift races, man. Who not love the forklift races?
Oh, on part 2 when you gotta carry the crates.
Yeah. Oh,
and
that was a pain
you
in the
look
ass,
like
man.
an idiot. Like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. It's like, and it's like, excuse me. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Just punch him in the face or something. I don't know. Where do you find sailors? Usually at the wharf. Okay.
They normally hang around in bars.
Yeah.
I see.
And then it was like, he goes to a bar. It's like, hey, you're a little kid. You can't be here. It's like, I'm
Here,
sorry.
Sonny. Here's some milk. And then you hear someone laughing.
Yeah. And then it would be 9 o'clock. It's like, it's getting late. I should go home.
Go home.
It was like,
yeah.
and he would just stop whatever he was doing. I would get so pissed off because it would take me a couple minutes to find whoever I needed to, and I would be right in front of them, and all I had to do just press the button to talk to them, and then we were like, it's getting late. I need to go because certain characters only show up at certain hours.
Yeah, because the characters have an actual life too. So they're at work between this time. They go to a bar after work, and then they go home at this point. Yeah, every character had its own agenda.
I used to enjoy working at the pachinko games, like getting a job in Shenmue 2 in Hong Kong. Like, you would carry those tables with the little ball you would drop, and you would like you would swindle people out of their money, like old people. It's like, step right up, and they'd be like, how much is this? You would charge them like everything. That shows you how advanced that game is, because every game adapted everything. Like Resident Evil 4 adapted the QTE scenes from Shenmue, fucking time like the actual dynamics. Every game adapted that afterwards, fucking voice acting, that's a standard. Well, Metal Gear had voice acting, but this is like fully every NPC had voice. Shit, there's a lot of stuff that game had,
Yeah.
Which is why it had such a ridiculously high budget.
Yeah. It sucks that many people liked it. I mean, the people that played it loved it. But now people playing it now, they were like, this game sucks. It's just like every other game. Well, that game started it and now made it a standard.
Yeah.
It was like one of the first truly open world games.
Yeah, I think it had a name for it. Like, I think the engine was called Free. Imagine that engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. Because I know it was called Free. Because it meant something. Hold on, guys. You guys can talk.
Fully realized environmental engine.
It's called Full Reactive Ice Entertainment. What I found.
I was just pulling out of my ass. I just figured out.
You have a very smart ass.
I was just trying to figure out what free would stand for.
Yeah. But the game was really cool because also another game Yu Suzuki made, Virtua Fighter.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
it had all the mechanics for Virtua Fighter, and it was an RPG. So amazing game.
It was.
Anyways, that's all the time we have for now because we just hit the 59-minute mark.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I managed to play a dating simulator for 1 hour.
Well, actually, I played the dating simulator.
What's up?
Before we even started.
I said just
when
be
I got out of work.
There's no audio on the dating simulator video because you don't need to hear the zip.
You mean this?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
Well, now they heard it.
Well, I mean that's on the call with us, so that's fine.
Okay. But
alrighty. Well, on that, we'll leave it on the masturbation.
No. I think we should leave it on. It's like, how often you jerk? No, I'm just kidding. what games do you consider indie? What games do you consider AAA? And what do you like about both? And what's your favorite indie or AAA game? Leave that on the comments below. Jeff?
I mean... Sorry, I was distracted by indie games. I was browsing indie games on Steam.
You were distracted. You know, you were distracted with the dating simulator, Jeff. I know.
But yeah, please let us know, guys. What kind of games do you like to play? You know, is there a particular indie game that you think is, you know, pushing it towards AAA? Is there, you know, any AAA, you know, game that you think, you know, has more of the heart of an indie game in it? Let us know. I mean, we want to hear from you guys.
Do it!
Sorry.
Yeah,
Jesse?
Do it. We want to know.
Just
let us know.
Do it!
Leave a comment down below.
Yep.
Yesterday, you said tomorrow.
And remember, guys,
like,
50
share,
subscribers.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Remember, 50 subscribers.
50.
What?
What? wait. Now it's gotta be Jesse and Jeff doing it, and I'll do the what. Go.
50 subscribers. Subscribe now.
Okay. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like us. I don't know if Jeff said it, but if he doesn't.
Reddit, Tumblr.
Yeah, Tumblr.
Facebook.
Jesse's on Tumblr all the time. Jeff is supposed to be on Facebook, but I don't know.
Twitter.
Twitter, yeah, I do Twitter. And Reddit. I do some Reddit. So, yeah, we try to update all that stuff in there. But that's it. But yeah, 50 subscribers, Broforce. Listen to it. Fuck you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.